Molly, it's so good to have you on Now Binging. This is a show about everything that you watch and how that impacts on you as an artist. So to start, tell me, are you a binge watcher? Are you somebody who can go through the night just watching stuff? And are there any rituals? Is there a favorite snack? Is there a favorite popcorn or a blanket? Or what do you do when you're binging?
First of all, thank you so much for having me here. It's an absolute honor talking to you. And yeah, I think I am avid watcher and I can binge watch. And early on, I think I would, now I make a conscious choice to watch 3 or 4 episodes. But even 2-3 years back, I remember, if I could start like Grey's Anatomy or things like Grey's Anatomy, Prison Break, I saw them much later because, I'm from a small town in West Bengal. So I was very lucky when I actually got into the world of TV shows and TV series. I had lots to watch. So I used to be up all night long. I remember one of my first movies that I binge watched many years ago, I think 7-8 years ago, was Lord of the Rings series. And then, I just couldn't. It was 7 in the morning and I was still watching the movie because I couldn't put it down. I mean, I had discovered this world discovered that world. So
Yeah.
there's no ritual as such, but I love food. So I love eating when I'm reading, at shoot, even I find some excuse to have some food. Nowadays, obviously, we choose the healthier option, but I feel like a cow because I am constantly like my mouth is going on like so much so that even my aunts and uncles and my mom would be like, put that sweet down, you can eat it tomorrow. So yeah.
I read that you are a big fan of thrillers and horror comedies. So are there any favorites, any favorite titles? My favorite in India was of course Three, which was just a really, really terrific film. What about thrillers? Are there any thrillers that sort of you really like?
Recently, if I talk about Indian content, I really liked Ghoul would be also a thriller, right?
Yeah.
That one and even Breathe. So these are the ones that I saw recently. Otherwise, now I remember Night Manager.
But you often talk in your interviews about being a voracious reader, and Jane Austen is a big favorite, and you said you want to play Elizabeth Bennet if you ever can from Pride and Prejudice, of course. So, do you think as an actor you've been shaped more by books rather than other cinema or television?
I think I have been shaped as a human being more by the books that I have read. I come from a very, very, it's a tiny little town. It's called Kuch Bihar. So our way out from that world or to know about different countries and cultures and people was only through books. Now I think, of course, Jane Austen and Pride and Prejudice and all of her 6-7 novels still date my favorite. But, I've changed a lot as a person. I think during those times, like even in college and uni, and I've studied literature, so I was a hopeless romantic. Now I do like relevant stories as well. And yes, as much as I would love to play, Lizzie Bennet, I'd love to play something like, Queen's Gambit or Pretty Little Things. That's a show on ballet if you've watched. Just by the virtue, and all the choreographies that has been done in the show are done by those particular dancers. So something like that also attracts me a lot, where there is a lot of creating or making art. That and yes, coming back to your question, I have thoroughly been shaped by them, but I think literature did ruin me because staying in Kuch Bihar and reading The Tempest and Chaucer and Canterbury Tales and all of Austen's novels, Charlotte Bronte's novel, they don't really, Dickens, D.H. Lawrence, they don't really help you when you are reading them very young, and it doesn't really match with your reality. Right. So they did shape me, my thought process, but during my growing up years, I also did realize that you have to not only do you have to read and learn, you have to constantly unlearn and understand what's relevant at that point of time. So I think a work in progress. Yeah.
Yes, of course. All of us. So, Moni, are there any films that have really made an impact on you? Are there any actors who you kind of go back to in terms of just as a practitioner of the craft, somebody who you learn from?
Well, I think present life and life itself is the best raw material to learn from. And I truly believe that all the contemporary actors and everybody who's acting in the present also is because they're doing the films that are being made right now. But having said that, I'm a huge Waheeda Rehman fan, G ma'am, and Madhuri ma'am's fan. So I think if somebody shaped my dancing or my expressions, it was completely like outright Madhuri ma'am and her work and her songs, because I remember meeting her for the first time. I was having both these women, Madhuri ma'am and Waheeda Rehman ji. I could faint.
Now, tell me, I read that your grandfather was a very famous theatre artist in Bengal.
He's not very famous. No, he's not very famous.
So this was in some press, okay. But he was in the theatre, right?
He used to do jatra, street theatre.
He used to do jatra. So was acting always on the cards because it was something that there was someone in the family who did?
Not really, I remember my mom telling me that, when in my grandfather's last few days, he told her that, please teach her dancing and singing, and like let her do something with arts along with the studies, because I come from a very academically inclined family. But I never thought so. I wanted to be an IAS officer. I did my English honors from Miranda, then I went to Jamia, did my mass comm, and then I had written my dissertation. So that was the entire plan. But as luck would have it, one fine Sunday, I was walking outside my uni and somebody tapped my shoulder and said, there are auditions going on. Would you like to go and audition? So 5 of us, we went. And there was these 2 papers, one girl positive and then girl negative. The girl negative, the lines were easier, so I picked up the paper, mugged the lines, and said it, and came back. And next thing I know was Balaji was calling me, and that's how I came to Bombay.
And totally as a lark, you just did the audition just like that.
Just like that.
You came to films via really blockbuster television shows, Nagin and Mahadev. What do you think you learned in the television business that really helped you when you crossed over to film?
2 very important things is discipline, being a producer's actor, and in fact, discipline actually covers everything, but being a producer's actor and finding solutions. Like when there is a problem, it never helps nobody if you dwell on it. So if there's a problem, you have to look for a solution. And these are the 2 things I feel like it has really immensely helped me, because I don't want to name the films, but a lot of times like either vanities haven't come or they don't know what is happening. One fine day when there is a problem and they thought that I'd react very, very differently, but when they'd see me like walking in the rain, singing about, and they'd be like, we thought you'd react very differently, that this has happened. And I'm like, I've done television for 9 years. There's nothing that bothers me. Nothing that I haven't seen.
So would you say that the television education has really helped you to stay grounded?
So basically, like, we are used to doing such long scripts in a day. So you kind of know the tacts of memorizing lines quickly and, do a lot of work. Do long hour shoots without really feeling or looking tired. So it gives you that discipline as well. So there's a lot of the only con probably about doing television is that 2 things. As a person, you get very tired and exhausted because the shows go on for a very, very long time and you're doing the same character over and over again. Otherwise, I think television as an industry has given so many people so much work, so much recognition, and they're literally running their. It's very, very need oriented. That really runs people's homes. So.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Moni, it's time for our bucket list round. I'm going to ask you 5 questions that I will just pull out of here. Tell me, from all the content that you've seen this year, it could be shows, it could be films, what is a dream role for you? What's something that you watched and said, damn, I wish I had that role?
Beth, Queen's Gambit.
Yes, what a fabulous role. Okay, if someone was going through a heartbreak, what film or show would you recommend to them? Is there a heartbreak
funny.
movie?
No,
anything funny.
Like
Nice.
Seinfeld, Friends, 2.5 Men. Just watch Family Guy. I love that show.
What's your fastest binge? What's a show or a that you've seen like in a night, or
Lord of the Rings has to be.
Was that one night? 3 movies?
One night, 3 movies, yeah. And they're long movies.
Those are long movies. I was going to say, my God.
Yeah.
Okay. Which film do you recommend that a family can watch together?
Life is Beautiful if you haven't.
Yeah.
Phantom of the Opera if you haven't. And yeah, that's all. Or a Satyajit Ray film. Any Satyajit Ray film.
And last question is, what is a film that inspired you to travel?
Inspired me to travel? They have to be books though.
Okay, so not so much films. Books have inspired you to travel.
Yes, everything. Even Archie's comics have inspired me to travel.
Really?
I mean, I used to read. Yeah, I have read. You read about Archie, Reggie, Veronica, Betty, and you're like, oh, wish I was in that school. Yeah. Where is this school? Riverdale. So yeah.
So
very early on.
Your aspirations come more from books than they do from films.
Yes.
Thank you again.
Thank you so much for having me, ma'am.
Watch your favorite shows and movies from 11 entertainment apps all at one place on the big screen of your TV with Tata Sky Binge. To know more, click on the link in the description.